Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good day, good morning, good night. I don't know at what time you are listening, but today we are here to release the second episode of COVID-19 lessons in the pillars of emotions, consciousness, and abundance. So today we are going to talk and dive deep in these three areas, in these three pillars of the inner health. And here with me is Mia.
Hi guys! Welcome back!
Hello, Mia. So
Hello, David.
today we are going to talk about these pillars and we're going to start right now. So in the pillar of emotions, what was happening here in the COVID-19 experience that we have had in terms of the emotional resilience, in terms of all the turmoil that we have in our emotions and how we are struggling with anxiety or with fear, because these kind of emotions or these two emotions are the most popular right now because they are being triggered by the media, by the all the information that we are receiving, by the contradictions that we are seeing everywhere in terms of the indications that many experts sort of saying are telling us. But that information is just aimed to trigger our minds and to confuse us about what is happening, because we have the inner assets, the inner qualities to defend ourselves from anything external. We have a very strong immune system, we have health, and we have the tools to fight off these kind of diseases. So in terms of the fear, there is no reason to be scared about a virus that it is pretty much more aggressive, of course, than the virus of influenza. So the idea of controlling our minds and start seeing the information as it is, just following the big indications, just following the steps that we need to clear in our mind and to follow through, such as the cover mask or the keep the distance of people too much. That's only the things that we have to follow. We don't have to be scared about going out. We don't have to be scared about doing exercise. We don't have to be scared about going now with the social distance to a restaurant or to some places that are opening up, because we also need to be in contact with these viruses, and we are already in contact with these kind of viruses all the time. We have them inside of our body. The microbiota that we have is built with bacteria, with fungi, with viruses, and we have all of these um, pathogens inside of every mucosal layer that we have in ourselves. So when we start being scared, when we start being anxious about the news, because we are constantly feeding up our senses with that kind of information, that's when we are feeling scared. And that's when we kind of lose control of our mind, because we get immersed in the things that the media are saying, in the things that they are telling us, and we become weak. Once you are in fear, you start signaling your body so that it can go to the sympathetic system. And what happens there? You are going to start um, all the mechanisms of defense, and your body is not going to be able to defend from the viruses when you are under that emotion. Also, when you feel anxious, you start having uh, thoughts, imaginary thoughts and creations in your mind that are going to lead you to be fearful of everything. So you are getting inside, you are not having contact with the light, with the sunlight, with breathing outside, because the virus is not airborne. So you are not doing exercise, you are being sedentary, you are having toxic nutritional habits because you feel fearful and you start craving sugary foods, and you start cycling the things, cycling the thoughts, cycling everything, all the emotions that are going to be flooding your system. So the idea is to release those kind of emotions. I don't know what is your experience, Mia. What can you tell us that you have been having with your clients, with people, with your friends? What is the most common emotion that you have seen?
Well, thank you for being here. Thank you for inviting me to this amazing project. And thank you guys for listening to us and just to tune in with us. And this is a healthy place to be, and a safe place to be and learn in a different way. This is just to have fun and learn. And it is important that you mention that, because most of my clients, they have fear. They live in fear. And what I explain, excuse me, to my clients is that living in fear is gonna lower your immune system. So when you lower your immune system, you open the door to get any disease. It's not just COVID or is anything. It's also flu or common cold or any bacteria, anything. So it is important to pay attention to your thoughts. When you have negative thoughts, just try to transform your thoughts. Example, what is going to happen? What I'm going to do? Probably there's a lot of like unemployed people. They are losing jobs. So they are living in fear. But this is an opportunity not to blame COVID. This is not an opportunity to blame what's going on. This is an opportunity to go inside within you and really think about that. Maybe it's time for a change. Maybe it's time. All this COVID-19 is an opportunity to transform our lives. Maybe it's an opportunity to get a new job. Maybe it's an opportunity to move to a new place, maybe to a new country, maybe to a new state. Maybe you are being in a relationship that is being a toxic relationship, and being inside and locked down in a house in the same place. And maybe you think that that person that you're living with is the love of your life. And by noticing these patterns, maybe you finally, excuse me, take that step and say, you know what, it's time to move forward. So to me, I don't see COVID as a really bad thing. And I change the negativity, or like, don't curse COVID. Instead of change the cursed and saying bad words or blaming on the COVID, just changing for a blessing. Just see it as a blessed. It's a blessing, because it's letting us to step out of our comfort zone. If this COVID never ever could happen, probably we'll be staying in the same situation with same thoughts, same routine, same everything. So I think that COVID is affecting us in the way that we needed to be worked on before. So to me, it's a blessing, because it was like an open your eyes. It was a open your eyes. This is what's going on. If you don't do anything right now, nothing is going to happen and you're going to stay in the same place. So it's not only about emotions, it's about like transform your life for a better life. And don't blame on the COVID. No, I lose my job, I lose my partner, I lose everything. Maybe it was time to let go that job, that partner, that person, to start a new life, a brand new life.
Completely agree. I completely agree that we have to be able to sense everything that is happening around us. And we have been in this experience of the COVID-19 now for almost 6 months. So it is plenty of time that you could have taken advantage in terms of what Mia is mentioning, in terms of reflecting about your life, because we were very comfortable in many areas. We were doing the same things. We were engaging in the same behaviors. We were engaging with the same toxic people, but we didn't realize because we were always in a rush and we were always working and being immersed in the external things. And now this virus, that is a blessing, as Mia also mentioned, is giving us time to go inside. It's giving us time to witness everything that we have inside and start seeing the patterns, start seeing the beliefs that we have in terms of the relationships, as she mentioned, in terms of also the kind of place that you are working. If you don't like what you are doing, if you are in stuck in a place in your job, it is time to move on. It is time to pressure. Losing a job is not the worst thing. It's also sometimes a blessing because it's going to push you forward into developing creativity and start building skills to hire you again in a new place where you now have the opportunity to choose. But the idea is that you have to shift the consciousness that you have, the perception that you have, and to start trusting in yourself. It's not easy. No one is saying it's easy. It is a challenge, it is a struggle, it is a lesson, and lessons and struggles are not easy, but they make us grow, but they push us from that comfort zone to get the best out of us. If we were always in the same place, we would be um, losing a lot of skills. We will be staying in the same place. It's like water. Have you seen water when it rains and when it is on the floor and when it is in stillness, the water, it starts developing bacteria, viruses, mosquitoes, and many things. So that kind of water that is still and is not doing anything, is not flowing, is just staying in the same place, is being now a focus of infections. It happens the same in your body. When everything stands still and you don't do anything and you keep repeating the same things, you are building up toxic emotions, and those emotions are going to pollute your system inside. And of course, they are going to lower the immune system. So the
I think
idea
that is,
yes.
yes, I think that it's important to mention that when somebody wants to change a relationship or like a job or something, they need to start with avoiding this victim state. Poor me, I lose my job, it's a COVID fault, and poor me, nobody loves me because COVID. Or so we are not victims, we are warriors. So this is like I said, it's a big opportunity and to change our minds. If you want to change your life, if you want to change your life, you need to start with your mind and connecting your mind with your heart. because your heart is always right. He knows everything, but sometimes we don't want to hear our heart because we are more into the routine and like, okay, if I follow my heart, probably my heart is not going to pay the bills, or it's not going to pay water, electricity, cell phone, and we continue in the same job and the same patterns where it's a comfort zone. So we are not victims.
Yes, completely agree. And now that you touch that about the heart, it is very important that you learn this about the heart. The heart has a brain. The heart has neurites. That's the name of the neurons in your heart. And it has 40,000 neurites. So it is a complete nervous system. And it is a system that works in present time. It doesn't work with emotions from the past. It doesn't work with emotions from the future. So it is the most amazing tool that you have when you have that intuition of the things. The intuition, the inner voice that is speaking to you and is telling you to follow certain paths and to take some decisions, even though it can be scary because he knows what to do. It is advising you to take the decision. You can just not pay attention and start distracting with the noises and with the information and keep doing your life. But eventually, something stronger will happen with your life because you didn't follow, because you didn't listen. So the idea is that today we have the whole year because this experience is going to prolong until January probably. So let's take advantage from that and let's see it as the biggest opportunity of our lives, because who can have 1 year of inner reflection? Who can have that? No one. No one. And we never thought we were going to have almost 1 year of reflection, of assembling a new life, of
It seems
things.
that it seems that we are never happy when we are working in a full time and doing this routine every day. We always complain, and we wish to have vacations. Like, I wish I could have more time, like a free time at home with my family to do things. I have projects, I have things to do. So we've been wishing that over and over. So now the universe provide that vacation, that free time and everything to do our projects, our time with our family and everything. And now we complained about like, now I'm locked down in a house and I'm ready to go out and we're being here all day and like for 6 months. So we always in the mood of complaining over and over and over. What about if we do a challenge, David? Like, instead of complaint, change your complaint for a blessing. Every time that you listen, guys, listen this, every time that you listen to yourself, pay attention to your thoughts, to your words. Every time that you catch yourself complaining about traffic, complaining about COVID, complaining about life is expensive, bills, whatever, just change for it's a blessing. Maybe by being in the traffic, it's an opportunity for you to just take a deep breath and enjoy your conscious breathing. If you are in this routine over and over, maybe you don't have that time. So being in the traffic, stuck in the traffic, use it as a little meditation, just like conscious breathing. What about if instead of like complaining, bills or life is expensive, or going to the grocery store and the line to check out is very long, or whatever, just say, this is a blessing. This is a blessing because I have the opportunity to use my legs, to use my arms, to be here, to provide to my family. Everything that you listen to yourself, just change it every time that you complain about over something, just change it for a blessing. Say a blessing.
Yes.
Either if you don't have a good relationship with your neighbor or with any family member, instead of complaining over and over or blaming about your neighbor or the teacher or the coach, or just say a blessing to that person. Blessed that person.
Yes. What
I
you
think
said
that we
about
should do that. We should do that challenge, David.
it
What do you
is
think?
on. It is on the challenge, and it is now the challenge for everyone that is listening to this chapter or to this episode. So, if you are listening to us, this is the challenge. We are going to release this challenge for 21 days. 21 days where you
Perfect.
have to listen to your thoughts. Not every thought, of course, or every time you catch yourself complaining about
Complaining.
something, just and shift the thought for a gratitude thought. If you can't at the beginning say something grateful about the same thing or the same person or the same experience, just do a gratitude thought about anything that you want in your life. Anything. There is no restrictions, but be creative and start rewiring your mind. And this thing that we are going to do is the reprogramming of the mind. Our minds, our brains are neuroplastic. What does that mean? It means that every kind of connection that we have in our heads, in our brain, in all of the neurons and neuronal pathways can be detached and can be unplugged from the complaining and then plug into the gratitude. So it's just like learning a new route in your driving commute. When you are going to a place and you follow the same path, you already know what to do. You already know where to turn and everything. But what about if you decide to pick a different road? Your brain is going to expand the navigational capacity. So what you do when you shift from complaining to gratitude, you are going to rewire your brain to start a new pathway of gratitude. And that is going to lead you to positive emotions.
That is so beautiful and so powerful. It's a very simple, easy tool, not only to start a positive life, but to heal yourself, to heal from the past, to heal from what's going on in your present life that maybe you are not happy about it. You can just, for that simple challenge for 21 days, you can heal. It's an amazing tool, and it's very simple, it's free, and it's very powerful.
Yes. Also, it's just like picturing in your mind that you can edit your life. And we were speaking about that yesterday. So it is editing. It is an edit function of your brain. So you can do it, and you can write, and you can rewrite the things that are happening in your life. Just release the thoughts, just release the energy, just release the vibrations, because we are made of energy. We are not these things. We are not this skin. We are not anything that is outside. This is physical. This is an outfit that they are giving us, that the universe or God or whoever you believe in gave us to experience this physical earth. But if we take out the suit, what is underneath? The energy. And we are molecules, and we are atoms, and we are energy, and we are fused with the universe, with God, with everything. So we are powerful. We are creators. And we need to raise that vibration so that we can move in a different direction. and start attracting the things. And here we are shifting to the next two pillars, which are consciousness and abundance. Abundance is the consequence. Emotions, we began with emotions because you need to be aware of the thoughts that you are having. The thoughts are going to produce the emotion. The emotion is going to produce the behavior. And like that, it is just a chain reaction. But everything also happens because you are conscious, you are aware, you are open to everything that is happening inside of you. And how are you going to work with that open mind? By meditating, by having time to reflect about your life, by engaging in 5 minutes of breathing and closing your eyes. If you say that you cannot meditate because it's difficult and because you get desperate, just close your eyes 5 minutes and picture and listen to your breath, listen to your heart, and picture something beautiful that you can think of. Anything. You can pick the image that you want. Anything that comes to your mind that you can be also grateful about. So the idea is that you are creating your movie, and from that movie, you are going to take out the vibrational field that you want, and then things are going to be attracted to you, not the other way around. So that's the idea.
It is important that you mention about meditation. Uh, everybody can meditate. Everybody can just sit or being in a comfortable position and just start breathing in and out, in and out. And it's important to mention that they don't need to have like any experience. They don't need to pay membership in a gym or like a studio or something to go and meditate or to have like this meditation time. You don't need to wear like white clothes and like very necklaces with mandalas and all that kind of things. You don't have to be like neo hippie and all that. It's just everybody can meditate. Everybody can meditate. It's just a little time just to see yourself, what's going on. Ask yourself questions. How do I feel today? How does my heart feel? That kind of questions, just by breathing in and out, is not only going to help with your anxiety, it's going to help you to develop longevity. I mean, the benefits of meditation is not just only for what's going on with COVID or what's going on in this present time. It's an amazing tool. It's medicine. It's medicine, and everybody can meditate. You don't need to have like any kind of experience. If you have, like you said, 5 times, like I was telling, if you are in the traffic light, just for 3 minutes, start with 3 minutes and just breathe in and out. Don't close your eyes because probably it's going to be like green light and everybody's going to be super upset. So just like 3 minutes, breathe in and out, breathe in and out. And your day is going to change. Everything is going to change. You are going to control your negative emotions. You're going to control your negative actions. Sometimes we are in this pattern of like impulsive behavior with no reason. We just say things or we just act out with no reason. So by doing a little bit of meditation, conscious breathing is going to help us with these impulsive reactions.
Yes, it is about that. And once you mention some of the benefits of meditation, it is also has been researched and proven that meditation can help you in terms of your epigenetic marks. And what is this epigenetic marks? Our DNA and our blueprint is exposed to many of the environmental changes that we have, such as nutrition, such as your exercise, such as the emotions that you have, such as everything that you are consuming in terms of your senses. So it is being proven that while we meditate, while we are focused on the positive things, where we are just breathing and taking oxygen inside of ourselves, we are cleaning our body, we are cleaning our mind of those emotions, and we are releasing everything that is toxic just by controlling our minds. We were designed to do it. We were not designed to be in reactive mode. We were not designed to be under stress. We are not able to stand stress situations as the ones that we ourselves are creating. So if we start returning back to our states, to our natural states, we are going to evolve. We are going to get into the next dimension. That is, this COVID is marking the time for a new dimension that we are entering, a new consciousness. We have to evolve from the consciousness of being reactive. It is not now about being reactive. It is now about being more proactive and start thinking the things that we want to create, start owning the values that we have and the assets that we have. Just look at children, and that's it. You just have to look at them. They are amazing, they are positive, they release the things that they don't like very easy. So that's it. You are the same. You lose many things because of the society, because of the rules, because of the stress, because of the appearances that you wanted to show to the other people. But you are that child, and you have those inner qualities inside of you. So it is time now to take them back to you, to reclaim them, to start empowering yourself with the thoughts, with the emotions, with the consciousness, with the awareness that you need in your life for the new experience. And that's what we are being challenged to.
It is amazing. It is amazing because this is an opportunity to heal. This is an opportunity not just only to get a new life. It's an opportunity to heal, to go deep inside, to dive inside of our thoughts, our feelings, our emotions, reactions, and like I said, all this COVID is a it's a blessing. It's a blessing for heal. It's a blessing for amazing opportunities, amazing for a new you. I will say it's an opportunity for a new you, and there's no excuses to say I don't have time. This is very expensive, because there are many online free lessons, free courses, 5 minutes meditation, course of like improve yourself, self-esteem. There's many free options, tools on the website, in the internet. It's an amazing opportunity to just have a happy life.
Yes, and it is about constructing the things that we want to experience. It is time to write a new chapter in your life and start seeing also the things from the abundant side, because the universe, everything that we have around us is abundance. If you are in the scarcity mode, if you are under lack of something, you are not going to attract what you want, because you are thinking about lacking something or not having something. So shift also those thoughts into abundant. How can you shift from a lack of something into abundant mindset?
Can you
Just
mention, David, can you mention like some tools to start being more proactive, or things or tools to start like an abundant life, instead of like seeing a life from a scarcity place? What tools can you give to start an abundant life? Like what little tools? We mentioned about meditation, the challenge, 21 days to change our thoughts, both negative thoughts to a gratitude thought. What other tools can you mention to help with to have an abundant life?
the most powerful that I think and I believe that is envisioning your life, is writing the letter to Santa Claus. It is just like that. You are a child. Imagine that you are a child, and imagine that you are writing a letter to, instead of Santa Claus, maybe the universe now. And just write your
Wow.
letter. Just write your letter. Just ask for the things that you want. But first, instead of just asking, be grateful for one thing. So first, write something about what you are grateful for and what you already have. And then release the thing that you want. Right next to the thing that you are being grateful for, write down the thing that you want. And that's it, because you are going to create gratitude. So that is going to place you in an open mindset. And from the open mindset, from the gratitude mindset, you are going to create now the vibration and the thought of wanting to attract something. And there is no room for scarcity. There is no room for lack when you are writing a gratitude thought and something that you already have and you are already experiencing, and then next to it, adding the thought of something that you want. So the idea is that we are shifting our minds from that scarcity thoughts to gratitude to abundant. That's it. It's a loop that we are creating. Is an empowering loop, and you are going to release positive emotions. And once you have those thoughts of scarcity or lack that come to your mind, because sometimes they can come, just shift it into gratitude. Just don't say anything. Thoughts are not, or don't define you. Thoughts are random. Thoughts are many times not from you, and just let them go and receive the thoughts that you want. And don't worry. Worry when you start feeling negative or sad or any kind of emotion. The emotions are the guidance system, are the GPS of your body, of your mind, of the thoughts that you have. If you are already into feeling sad, depressive, anxious, fearful, that means that you have been thinking a lot of thoughts about those emotions. So become the detective now.
So in other words, if I'm making my list, dear universe, I want a new job. No, but it's not gonna happen because I don't know. They asking for a lot of things, and no, I think that I'm gonna ask for something else, and I change for something else. Is and I'm being proactive there, for instead of like asking for a new job and just limited myself by saying like, no, it's not gonna happen because they are asking me many questions and I have to fill out this form and I have to go online, and sounds too complicated. I think that I'm just gonna ask for something else. Okay, dear universe, let's delete that, let's erase that, let's do something else. And I'm being proactive by changing that and changing my what I want to ask to the universe, God, Santa Claus, and I'm being proactive there, or
No.
no? Okay, guys, so pay attention, please.
Yes.
Don't do that, because that is scarcity. You are asking for something from a scarcity place. Like, if, okay, dear universe, I want a red beautiful car. No, it's not gonna happen, because the payments are gonna be super expensive, and gasoline and COVID-19 going on, and no, I think that no, it's not gonna happen. Well, I'm gonna change it for something else.
That is canceling. That is canceling your desires. That is
So guys,
canceling.
pay attention.
Yes, and that happens. So it is a process. Don't get desperate. Also, be patient with yourself. The first times, it's not gonna be easy because you are used to the scarcity mode. But once you keep doing it every day, you are going to create a habit. That's why the habits work, because healthier habits are going to um, overflow the negative habits. So you are going to install a new habit that is going to pick up the negative and pull it out from yourself. So that's what we are doing by repeating the things, by engaging yourself into writing again the letter to the universe, and now saying the things that you want.
Can you give us
And
an example? Like, I give you guys an example of, don't do this, don't do your list like this, not from scarcity. Don't scratch out and no, it's not gonna happen. No, can you please tell us, like, an example, an idea of what is a good list, or the good way to ask the universe, God, what could be like a good way if you are working on your list? What is the right way to do it? I mean, there's no right or wrong, because it's listen to your heart, but not from a scarcity place. Not what you want to ask for, but like, not from a scarcity place, but what is the just give us an example how you do it, like you, David.
what I do is that I
Mm-hmm.
start being grateful for something that is happening. So let's say that I want to attract that new job or that new experience into my life. So I begin by being grateful of the experience that I already have. I begin by being grateful for the job that I have or for the experience that I am having. So I just write, I'm grateful because I have an online business that is helping me grow and that is giving me tools. And I am grateful because I have clients, because I have people, because I have an audience, uh, because I am being able to release and help people to empower themselves. Right when I do that, I start doing the asking part, and then I shift into what I want. It is to expand more my business so that I can get to the next level and help more people. So I want my business to grow so that I can help more people and so that I can spread my message and arrive to more people that need these kind of messages. That's the idea. So let's say that I'm now asking for a job. Start seeing the things that the job that you already have is giving you. Let's say that you have um, um, payment of gasoline, or you have every day every 15 days a paycheck, and that paycheck pays your utilities, your monthly payment of the car, your mortgage. So be grateful about having the job that is paying for utilities, for your car, for your house. And from there, shift into I want now a new job that can give me more resources to be able to finish the payments of my car or finish the payments earlier from my house. Now,
Can you put this, can you put like numbers? Like I want a job that I want to make like, I don't know how many zeros, like 5 zeros or like this amount with this amount. Can you ask that? Or is more like just say a job that I can pay my utilities and I live in a comfortable position that I don't have to worry about payments and stuff like that?
yes, you can put numbers, and you can actually, I'm going to tell you a story that I had when I was working in the pharma industry. I had an interview, and I was already in the second stage of those interviews. So when I was going to have that interview, I started to write all the benefits that I wanted from the new company to give it to me. And I added the numbers, and then I added everything that I wanted: gasoline, dental, visual aids, everything in detail. So the more I detailed the things, the easier it was going to be to bring them back to me. And when I arrived to the interview, I started answering the questions and moving along very well in the interview. And this person, the human resources person that was interviewing me, asked me, "How much do you want to earn?" And I just said a number, but that number was just slightly below from what I asked. And she returned the question telling me, "So that is what you want, but how much do you need?" So she gave me a second opportunity to ask for more money. So I said the
It's
quantity that I
amazing.
wrote. I,
Amazing.
I just said the quantity that I wrote. And I said, this is the desire. This is the wishing list. This is the universe giving me the opportunity to ask for more. So
Wow.
just do it. Just believe it. And just try to repeat it. If you don't do it every day, at least 3 times per week, and write them down. Write them down. Because the more you repeat the exercise, the more you are going to bring those thoughts and those vibrations to you. And the more specific that you are, the easier the universe is going to know what do you want. In a letter, when we are asking for something, we need to be specific. If we are not specific, we are not going to be in the place that we need to be. So just let the fear out of the equation and ask. But first, be grateful. Pick something that you are grateful. See yourself being grateful and experience that gratitude. And right next to the gratitude, start writing the things that you want.
Wow. Thank you for sharing. That was very amazing because you believe with your eyes closed and your heart. So
Yes.
and you had discipline. So it is important combining that discipline because people uh, some of my clients, they say, yes, I'm gonna ask for all this and I'm gonna create a list. I'm gonna make my wish list, what I want, and but there's day number 1, and then day number 2, day number 3, day number 4, there's no list. So you need to continue, read your list every day, or just put your list on the mirror or on the door or on the refrigerator, and a place that you see it every day and you read it, because otherwise you're going to forget like what you're asking for, or you are in this personal work within you, and you totally forgot about your list. You totally forgot about everything, and because you don't believe. So it is important to have discipline and believe in yourself, believing in the universe, believe in all the things that you are doing, and that you're worth it.
Yes. And actually, that happened also with my book. When I was picturing myself as a writer, I started to discipline myself to write every single week 2 articles in my blog. So I start to pick up the rhythm of writing, and I start flowing of ideas. I start having more ideas about the things that I wanted to write. So when I arrived to the discipline of the book, I was able to do it, and I designed a calendar of how many pages did I have to write to arrive to the pages that I wanted, to the chapters, to all the outline that I already created. So if you start picturing yourself that, and you set the dates for the things that you want, things happen. And I released the book when I wanted to release it, because that was
Wow.
the picture that I already created in my mind. And the cover of the book came to me in a meditation experience. So everything downloaded from the universe. So they gave me the picture, they gave me the cover, and I just placed the image into what I wanted. So, but I
Wow.
already saw the image, I already saw the book, I already compromised myself with people. That is also one experience that is very good. When you say your plans to people that are going to encourage you, be careful, because there are people that can be jealous or envy the things that you
Wow.
want. So just choose one person that always supports you, that empowers you, that makes you believe in you. Choose a friend that you can trust, or a family member that you can trust, and compromise with that person that you are going to do the things, so that you have more pressure. That is social pressure, and you are being compromised with them. So you have to do it.
Wow. Yes, because I always tell my clients, surround yourself with positive people, with people who's gonna bring out the best in you, not the worst in you. So when you surround yourself with positive people, that people is encourage you to continue creating and doing things, you're gonna feel support, you're gonna feel loved, you're gonna feel that somebody is taking care of you. So yes, it is important, positive people around you.
Yes. So that's the idea, friends, that you can implement in your life about these COVID-19 lessons. These are the pillars that you can start encouraging yourself: the emotions, the consciousness, the awareness, the meditation, and the abundance. The abundance is the consequence. If you work on the other 4 that we mentioned in the episode 1, and now with this episode 2, and you assemble together, the abundance pillar is going to be the consequence of everything. So just relax, don't pressure yourself, be patient, do it step by step, and create the habits that you want. And we also have the tools from that. You can just go to the website, to my website, and you can just go to my pages, and I have a lot of information about how to create those habits. And I have the programs, and I have everything to give it to you. And we are going to release soon something more. This is the announcement. This is the compromise that we are having with you. We are going to give you more tools, but you have to be able to invest in yourself. As much as you invest in things that are external, such as coffees every day, such as clothes every month, such as things that you sometimes don't need, start investing in yourself. That is the best investment that you can do. You are the best investment. Everything that empowers you, everything that can makes you grow, is the best investment that you can do. And I speak from experience, because everything that I did before and I continually do is investing in myself, in courses, in having coaches to help me, and reading and workshops and releasing books. So it is an investment in me, because I want to make you also grow. And Mia is also investing in herself every day almost. So
Every day is a work with myself, not because I'm a health coach or because I'm a nutritionist. That means that I know everything and I don't need work. No, it's every day is a discipline. It's a discipline, and I do my meditation. I do a little yoga, exercise. I pay attention to my food. I pay attention to my thoughts. I pay attention to my words. Pay attention to my actions. Every day is a work. It's a work, but it's an investment, and it feels good.
yes, it feels really, really good. Your days can be different. And if your days are different, your weeks are going to be different, your months are going to be different, your years are going to be different. So it's just a matter of installing a new mindset. And that's what we are here for, to help you grow into a new direction. So we are going to wait for you for the episode 3. And probably, I think that the episode is going to speak about relationships and how to create
Ooh.
empower relationships.
Wow.
So I'm speaking out now the episode 3. So stay tuned for episode 3, because we're going to be waiting for you. If you like the show, if you resonate with this information, help us spread the word, and help us share the episodes that we have. Subscribe and share your thoughts. Also share your opinion about the podcast, because we want to hear your thoughts. We want to hear, what do you want from us? Write down, what do you want that we speak about, and we are open to speak about anything that you want, and it starts or can be in the experience of the 5 pillars of health. Thank you very much for your attention. Thank you, Mia.
Thank you, David. It was an amazing time, and it was a beautiful podcast. I learned, because every day to me is a learning. I keep my heart humble, and I wanted to keep my heart in a student heart. Every day learn something, and I learned something today. I learned how to make my wish list to the universe. And it is important to remember about the challenge, the 20 days challenge.
Yes.
And the 20 days is stop complaining, don't complain, and shift those complaints to gratitude. Just say, I'm thankful for, because I opened my eyes. I'm thankful for my comfy bed. I'm thankful for the food in my refrigerator. I'm helpful because I can breathe oxygen. I have my eyes to see the sky, the clouds, the trees. So just simple things.
Yes.
Thank you, David.
Thank you, everyone, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you.